Welcome to Tech Startup Stories, hosted by Natalie Binns. This is the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of the B2B startup world.
Hi, I'm Natalie Binns, and I'm the host of Tech Startup Stories. This podcast is really designed to share the unique and challenging journeys of all the people that are building small startups to scale-ups in the tech space. My background? Initially, I was in sales, and then I moved into marketing, and I've been lucky enough to work with some amazing tech companies. But my passion is really startups. And that led me back to helping tech startups set up their marketing and go-to-market functions where the budgets are tight and the resources are few and far between. So let's get into this week's podcast. Welcome to this week's podcast. This week I'm speaking with Mohammed Aadhil, and he joins us from CyberHeals. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Natalie.
I'm glad to have you on the show today. And we were having a very quick chat, and you were telling me that the business initially was set up as CyberHeals, a cybersecurity organization focusing on consulting. And then you've moved into the product area with your product. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about the history of CyberHeals and how you kind of got into the product?
Sure. Thank you so much for this, podcast. So, myself, I'm having core cybersecurity background, like 10 plus years of experience in security research, especially working in hardcore security research, like zero-day researches, and I have been protected multiple governments, like government of UK, Australia, and India, as well as Dubai. So, I do have multiple recognitions. So, so we have two co-founders when we start this Cyber Hills, like in 2021. And we were talking about like, okay, we need to start something. So what to know how to start, and also so what we thought is, okay, let's start with what we were doing as a professional. So even one of our co-founder, he's the CEO of the company. He has around 25 plus years of experience in cybersecurity services. I do have 10 plus years of experience. So okay, we can start as a professional services company where we know what we can do, because that's our core area in terms of our professional experience. So we started a company in 2021 as named as CyberHeals, but our vision is always to build a product. That's our vision from day one. And so we have started a company, and we have a lot of clients for professional services like penetration testing, DFIR, digital forensics, and incident response, SOC monitoring, SIM installations. We do these kind of works. So from immediately, once we onboarded few clients, it started giving revenues, and it fueled our product development. So we are not any fancy VC startups. So we bootstrap the company from the scratch actually. So parallelly, we developed our R&D, and we started exploring multiple problems. We started identifying multiple problems. Okay, where we can develop an exact product to solve the current problem which is exist. So during that time, so we do have multiple clients, as I said, for our security consultation and security assurance services. So there are many clients who used modern compliance automation products. They came to us to get a security assurance report or security assurance certificate. So then one of our Australian client, so we interacted with them. Then, actually he's become a part of another co-founder. That's a nice story. He was a client for 2 years. So he liked us, he liked our product, and he liked our approach. After that, he joined as another co-founder, and he's a chief strategic officer. By the way, he already sold one of his company around 8-digit SaaS figures actually. So that is another story. That's how it started. So this client, so we are doing the security assurance for the product, and he was telling the problem, hey, I am using this so and so product, and now I am coming to you for security assurance. So why don't you build something solving our current problem? So we don't want to go to multiple vendors, we don't want to go to multiple process, because it kills the time. So the main problem for any B2B companies in fintech or health tech or B2B SaaS, if they are going to any enterprise deals, they need to produce ISO or SOC 2 within a few months or few weeks. But currently, they cannot produce because the traditional agencies or traditional consulting companies, they are like giving it around 3 4 months or 5 months or 6 months, sometimes even 1 year. So last week we had a discussion with one of our client. We are doing a HIPAA audit for them. Actually, we got it around 8 to 12 weeks. At the same time, they were given ISO 27001 to some other company before they knew about us. So it was around 1 year. Still, they couldn't complete the ISO 27001. It is still pending. So the CIO of the company called me and hey, what do I do now, because I need to produce the certificate to the body. You just came here and did the HIPAA around 8 to 12 weeks. It has been around 1 year. We couldn't complete the ISO 27000. Then I said, okay, transfer it to us. We will deliver it in another same time, like 8 to 10 weeks. And this is the current problem we faced in this industry right now. And we, with the combination of our security automation products and the compliance automation we built together, we have the unified platform that is called Trusta. So that is a story behind why we created a separate product for Trusta. So it was launched last year only. So that is another story. We do have clients from 2021. But we are completely shifted our focus from professional services to product-based company, and we are now only selling the product. We are no more a professional services company. And from last quarter, like 2024 Q4, that's where we started selling Trusta. So wherever every website and everything was ready, application was ready, and we have the clients, and it's around till now we acquired around 18 to 20 clients in terms of counts, like from September to May. So that's our growth in terms of shifting from professional services to product. Because why I'm telling this, most of the companies starts from professional services because it fuels revenue. Not every company is directly going to YCs or uh, you know uh, any VC funds, because only I believe only 1 to 2% of the companies get the VC funds or going to a combinator or any other accelerators. But there are so many other companies are there currently. Many of the companies like us, they have started with the professional services, then they are converting to a product, and really it gives the stability, and it really fuels your product development and R&D. So you don't need to worry about like, okay, what will happen if I drain the whole money. So you don't need to worry about it. Still you will have the backups. So that's the history of CyberHeals, how we transition from CyberHeals to Trusta. So in terms of our product, yes, we do AI driven platform, and we are now going to launch a AI Copilot, which is completely, free for everyone to get ISO or SOC 2 within few weeks. So the audit readiness agent, it will do everything end to end. For example, if you do not have a policy, or if you do not have any certain controls in place, it will identify it, and it give you the remediation, and also it will create a policy automatically based out of your inputs. And also along with that, we have a scanning engine which is currently available. So we just integrate with multiple cloud platforms, which will give you immediate the results of what is your security and compliance portion. So how many findings it is available right now. So what are the controls which is already implemented, what are the controls which we need to implement in future, and what is the severity, like critical, high, medium, low. So based on this, we immediately gives results without wasting any time. So as soon as you are using any cloud platform like AWS or Azure or GCP, we just need to integrate a one click integration, and you will get all the data filed up into our dashboard. So that's the beauty of our product.
Thank you for sharing that, Adil. And you shared a very similar trajectory of many individuals that start out where they start with some kind of consulting business, some services business, to your point, from a funding perspective, but also I think for proof of concept and gathering client feedback at that early stage whilst you're kind of in development mode, which I think is so valuable. Tell me a little bit more about this client turned co-founder.
Okay, so yeah, as I said, he was with us for our penetration testing services and other cybersecurity services for 2 years, around 2 year of time, like that. Yeah. Then one day he jumped in for a call. It's a pure technical call, nothing to do with any business. So I was explaining some technical mitigations for their product, and he just jumped in directly to our inbox. Hey, can we have a chat like that? And we had a call with them. He said immediately, I want. He didn't ask anything. First of all, there is no pitch deck. There is no formal pitching to him. Nothing. So he just said, "Okay, I want to be part of your team. Like, what is the process?" So that's what he immediately jumped in, because he just attended 2 meetings with us, and because he's very busy, he's traveling around the world, and he attended 2 meetings, and he really saw the potential of the platform and our team, and then he want to include him into our team. So now he's part of this team more than 1 year now. He's driving the GTM strategy for us. He's driving the product driven approach, everything. He's taking lead, and he's the one uh, you know uh, putting all the strategies into place in terms of, like, because he has already experienced in terms of his B2B SaaS company. He already has an experience. He's sharing those experience with the real time analytics, which is more important for startup like us. I believe every startup needs a mentor who has successful, and I don't even if they are failure, it's fine, because we need to learn the lesson from their failure as well, right? And but in this case, he is successful in terms of he got already acquired by a MNC, and he knows what to do in terms of B2B SaaS, and he knows what is the problem, because he is one of the person who face the same problem, right? That's why we are solving the same problem. So it is very easy for him. Even nowadays, if he has he used to jump in calls when with the client something required, if he's saying, okay, I faced the same problem and this guy solved it, and that's a major client referral for us in terms of validating the product. That's more important. And in terms of validation, we always take from the beginning itself, we used to keep a close communication with our clients and see, okay, are we really solving the problem? Are we, is our product is going to achieve a product market fit, or is it really valuable what we are building it? So we are constantly getting these, collecting these reviews from the clients, and we are iterating our product based on our client feedback. And I feel it's more important. And when you start a consulting company or a professional services company, you have that leverage to speak to a client. That's more important, because if you are XYZ, people will not entertain you. But if you are already solving some problem somewhere, then you are trying to productize it, then people will, okay, we know this guy, and we can spend some time to solve what he's trying to solve, so we can assist something. So that is one of the major uh, turnaround for us, because we do have a clients around, like 40 plus enterprise clients. That's why it's very easy to turn them into our product client immediately. So our go to market was already ready. So now we are going outside, apart from our existing client base, we are moving to others. So but we have the validation which is already there. Building validation is more important when you go outside, because people will ask you, okay, who you are, and who is using you. So these kind of questions, you will get it, but you can avoid these questions when you build something with your strategy. So that's what we believe, and we did, and it was successful. That's it.
Great. And that just adds so much credibility, doesn't it? Having a customer join your sort of co-founding team. So tell me a bit more about the team. Who started the company? What roles do you have? Tell me more about the co-founding
Sure.
team.
So as I said, we started two people. So we are family friends, and of course, we are from the same domain, cybersecurity. And he's senior to me, and he's a mentor of me actually because he has 25 plus years of experience in cybersecurity, especially in top oil and gas industry. He worked in around multiple countries in the world, and so we started. He's a CEO, by the way. We started around 2021, and I am taking care of the technical part. CEO and co-founder. I am CTO as well as co-founder. And as I said, so another person from Australia, he joined as CSO, basically Chief Strategic Officer and a co-founder. So we three are the co-founders of the company. And we do have a first level management team with our CIO, basically Chief Innovation and Growth Officers, who is taking care of market research, go to market, and anything comes to R&D, he will be in charge of it. And we have our growth team, which is mainly for our GTM, and we have SDRs, we have inbound marketing, outbound campaign, outbound marketers. And also we do have around 20 plus in terms of the product development. That's our core team, which is currently mainly in terms of product development and UI UX design, testing. So that the whole stack of development, and we do have cybersecurity researchers in terms of, because we always kept our product as a security first, product, because we want to solve the security first approach to the compliance. So that's our core value, which we are providing it to the customers, because our ICPs are not enterprise customers. So we are very clear or very keen about our ICPs. Our ICP is like a fintech companies, and we kept around till Series A. It's our ICP. So if a company is around Series A, above Series A or Series B, we are not going to touch them. So that's not our ICP. So we will start with pre-seed till Series A. So these companies are facing issues, or you can say they're having budget constraints in terms of security, because people will not spend on security, right? Unless they are like they security. Everyone is thinking security is luxury, but the thing is, actual truth is, if a fintech company is going for any central bank licensing, or if they are going for any business banking, like B2B deals or enterprise deals, the first thing what they are going to ask you is your security, because that's how the enterprises are set up right today. So their TPRM team, which is nothing but the third party risk management team, will jump in and they will ask a bunch of questions, which is nonsense actually, because they will ask you a pre-seed or seed startups around 200 to 300 companies, and they knew it, they could not afford it, right? Because a small startup cannot afford 200,000 or 300,000 to a security product, because at the end, their goal is to get into market. Their focus will be completely into the market, right? And that's why we built a unified platform. Okay, we take care of your security, and whatever the questions, whatever the standards they set in terms of TPR of third party risk, or in terms of the compliances, we help them to comply with everything with our product. So that's our major goal, right? And also we show them the value with our trust center. Okay, these particular company or startup has already validated and vetted so and so security controls, and you can watch this from their website or the URL or whatever it is from our product. They can preview this, and we can avoid the questions. So currently, as I said, the AI automation, what we are dealing with. So in case if they are going for any third party risk management with the B2B companies or enterprise clients or a banking deals, they just need to fill in, or they just need to upload the questions. Our product itself automatically identify the existing compliance and give you the results. They don't need to simply sit and do manual works. So based on the existing controls, based on the integrations, it will fetch the latest updates and it will give you the result. So that is one of the another way of reducing the time. So all we are talking about is like the time. Time is most valuable thing. So we want to reduce the client times in terms of the security. So that's our major goal, and we are going towards that one, and we achieved so far. There are so many clients, they have validated us, and because we saved the time, and at the same time, so when your product has a proper validation, I'll give you a real time example. So we solved this for a client, and they referred another two clients. So it's a word of mouth. So we are not using any medium to promote or anything like that for them. So it's just a word of mouth. So they referred to two different clients, and now they are going to become our client. So that's kind of validation what we are having it in terms of solving the real problem. Coming back to the team, the whole team size is around 50 plus, which includes like HR, operations, administration, and product development is like, more than 50 percentage of our team, and management is also there. So that's our team, and our team spreads across the world actually. So we have resources in UK, we have resources in Europe, we have resources in Australia, Malaysia, Middle East, and India. And also we have physical offices across like 3 to 4 countries, like Malaysia, Dubai, and India. And so we are hybrid culture. Some people are in fully remote, some people are in like in office. So we entertain both. So at the end, we are a modern startup company. We are not just focusing only on, okay, you need to work like this, or you need to work 8 hours or 10 hours. You're just working on, the result oriented. So that's more important when it comes to building a startup. That's what we build.
So you've shared a lot of information there. One thing I would say is that just as Jabir, my podcast guest for a couple of weeks ago, highlighted the need for customer advocacy, and that's really, if you can grab the attention of customers and surprise and delight them and impress them with your product, they are always the best salespeople that you can have.
Definitely.
It's far more valuable for your customers to be raving about how amazing your product is than any fancy, expensive marketing campaign. So I totally agree with you on that. And it's great to hear that you're sort of running a hybrid team all over the world. With that in mind, how are you planning? Or how are you deciding how you spend your time in terms of resources and the team's energies towards gathering customers in any particular geography?
Okay, this is a very good question, actually. For a particular geography, let's say the time is first of all different. Time zone is different, so each team will be in different places. And here, what we have set up is a flat hierarchy. First of all, the organization doesn't have a traditional hierarchy, so we have flat hierarchy, and so we segregated this into two different way in terms of getting the resources, getting the resources or getting the work done. So two different way. Of course, we do follow the agile methodology. We do have the daily sync ups and weekly sync ups, whatever it is. And so the tasks are, pre-planned and it is scheduled. And based on that, teams are like, delivering it, what is there in their bucket or what is there in their sprint. So if you are planning for a sprint, and if the sprint is like for a week or 2 weeks, so everyone has their own task to deliver it. And in terms of getting clients from different geography, it is like purely with I like to thank our growth team because they are truly amazing. It's very difficult or to get a team with the same wavelength of the founders. So that's very difficult because our team is completely amazing. Sometimes even they will say, okay, you are wrong, and we can do it a different approach. Then we will get higher returns, or higher out rates when it comes to executing the stuff. So they are very they're amazing. So what we are focusing in terms of the geography, before we focused or to a particular geography, let's say we can it's a US or any other geography. So right now what we are focusing, so we have our SDRs completely for outbound marketing and outbound campaigns. So our SDRs like focus on multiple regions. So we are heavily working with our partners. We almost have 30 plus partners from across the world. So our team will be connecting to a partner from different countries, and they will be reaching out to the end client. So that's our ecosystem, what we are building it. And for most of the companies dealing with partners, and we do have direct clients as well, but we are like boosting the partner. The reason is the partners are already known to the client and client, and because they are having multiple other engagements with them. So it might be a system integrator, it might be different vendor, but they are not having a security or compliance product or security or compliance solutions. So we are partner with them. So that's our major success rate when it comes to getting a clients in different geographies. It's through a partner. So we almost have partners across every region. And so that's one of the main reason what we believe, and it is like it's a fact. It's not believe, it's a fact. Like we are getting it. And apart from that, we are also doing our outbound campaign based on regional specific. Like we do for US, we do for Australia, we do for UK, we do for Europe and Middle East. We do have 5 different specifications, regional specifications. And if there is anything further, so we will have our partners over there in different regions. They will take care of the first level calls and first level engagement. So we will jump in for the second level. So that's how it is.
Interesting. And again, I think with cybersecurity particularly, there is such a strength in channel-led go-to-market,
Marketing.
and
Yeah.
even from the podcast that we did with Paul Barnes from Overa a few weeks back, emphasizing the need for the channel engagement, particularly for those different markets, different cultures, and those partners having such a strength and relationship with local customers. It really is quite a unique market for channel. So I completely agree with you on that. So going back to you and your co-founder, your first co-founder, what did you find most challenging when you started the business?
Okay. When you start a business, everything is challenging because we are not from business background or any startup background. We are pure cybersecurity professionals. We do have like a professional cybersecurity consultant or researcher, whatever the title we are having it. So we are started like that. We both started like that. But and these 4 years, it gives a lot and it teaches a lot for us. So when it comes to struggle, if you ask me, it's not technical for sure for us. It's not a technical problem or technical struggles. It's completely on go to market and getting a client is a different ball game. It's not the same ball game. In terms of, for example, you can solve a technical problem in an hour or in a day, in 2 days or 3 days. But getting or acquiring a client is like, every month you need to change a strategy. Every week you need to change a strategy actually. And you need to change your messaging because we do not know which messaging will be a crack to the client, which messaging will be like, which they will like. So from 2021 to till now, we have a lot of strategies implemented, and we evolved from day zero till now. Because when we go back and discuss about okay, what we have done in terms of getting the clients, it's completely a service mentality, a services mentality. Because just need to take a phone or pick up to a known guy. Do you have any references? That's completely different one because that's what we believe is there are two things. Because one of the co-founder, like the third co-founder, his name is Nizam. So he added a value because he knows what to do. He did already, and he added a value and in terms of the strategy, and he changes the strategy. And the second thing is like when we evolve, like day by day, and we solved each problem in terms of getting the clients and acquiring the clients, and based on that we are like moving forward. So that's the main challenge is it's not solving the technical problem, it's not raising the fund, it's not even raising the fund, it is getting customers. That's the main problem
Mm.
when it comes to any starters, because that's the more important thing. Nowadays people thinks, okay, we have an idea, everybody has an idea. I have 10,000 ideas in my mind. It's not about idea, it's about the execution. Even we can create a product. I spoke to one of the guy. Hey, I have this idea. Can you please solve this issue for one of the restaurant kind of chains? Okay, you can build an app. You can find locating like that. I told him, because people can develop apps, people can have a lot of ideas, but the execution matters. That's more important, because if the execution is failed, then your idea, everything will be collapse. And if there is no customers for your product, if there is no customer for your services, then your idea is not validated, then your idea is it's a waste, right? So it's not about having an idea or creating a product, not even funding also, because I know so many people can go and raise a fund with VC or accelerators. It is also easy compared to compared to acquiring the customers. That's a different ball game, and that's difficult actually. You become marketing. You are in this field. You know better than me.
Yeah, absolutely. And finding product market fit is really challenging.
Yes.
And it's funny because I look at what you do and I think, I wouldn't even know where to start building a product. It's totally not in my wheelhouse to be technical and write code and build anything. For me, go to market and marketing specifically and getting the right messaging and all of that, it's all experiments. You've just got to continuously test things. And I
Yes.
actually think that about business. I think most organizations, from a product perspective, go through a similar journey where you just are continually tweaking things to get it right. And it might take
Yep.
you 3 months, it might take you a year, it might take you 5 years. And obviously, depending on how long your runway is and how long your patience
Yep.
will last. But, with go to market and marketing, these things take time. And by the way, when you've cracked it, you've not cracked it forever. And just like with technology where things are always improving, things are getting quicker, faster, more creative, AI are making things very, very different. Marketing's the same. Our buyers are continuously evolving. They want everything yesterday. They need to be communicated in a particular way in a particular channel or medium. And so it is really challenging. So I hear you on that.
One more thing I'd like to add up on this point, because we serve multiple clients from multiple regions. So each clients are different. Each region is different. Treating each region is different actually. And the messaging for each region is different. I can give you a real-time example. 2 weeks back, we had a messaging for Australia, and that was completely different. But when we started our messaging for outbound last week for US, it's completely upside down. And when it comes to Middle East, it's completely different. So you need to. So when we started our product itself, we were clearly defined. So we are going to create a messaging for different countries and different strategy, and it should be hyper local. We believe like that, because each countries has their own. In terms of our product itself, each country has its own compliances. For example, UK has a GDPR, and GDPR is mandated in UK and Europe as well. But SOC 2 is not mandated in Europe or UK. But in US, SOC 2 is a mandate, and GDPR is not. So if you come to Middle East, they are having their own compliance. They are having NCA compliance. They are having SAMA compliance. These are completely different from what they are having in the international. And same thing with Australia. Australia has their own compliance. Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, they are having their own compliance. So in terms of technical also, and you need to speak a right marketing content and right marketing message for each countries and each region. And evolving it is very difficult. Sometimes our mind is stretched between north and south, because sometimes we are in the UK, sometimes we might be messaging on for US. So our content is completely based out of messaging, and content is based out of the region as well as the clients and our ICPs. That's really difficult part, if you ask me. It's not like building an AI product. I can build an AI product in an hour, but not getting the strategy.
I think you've hit the nail on the head, Ardhill, with the localization challenges. I forget languages, but just the words. And I speak for many marketers out there that have had situations where head office, wherever that may be, in my example, it was in the US. They gave us a particular campaign, specific messaging that didn't resonate in Europe in any way. It didn't translate. And so, it can be really, really hard. But I also think what's interesting about your business is that you are already leaping forward to try and reach multiple multiple markets and different geos and regions quite early on, really. So you've almost created a huge challenge for yourself, whereas other companies that are out there might not have broken into quite as many territories so soon.
That's where partnerships plays a bigger role. And this is not a experiment. This is a proven story of Cisco. Everybody knows Cisco. Cisco is now a number one cybersecurity company. They are not a networking company anymore. So they are like they bought Splunk for at least 5 billion last year or something like that. And what they did is they rely on partnerships. They are not going to sell their product like, without a partner. They cannot. So that's the beauty of their, partnership strategy. So that gives, leverage in terms of speaking to a local client, in terms of speaking to a different regional clients, actually. And the same thing helps us. So in terms of getting clients in different region, not going with directly, because if you're going with directly, they will ask tons of questions. And it's not because of the product is not good. It's not because of our messaging is not good. It's because, the relationship and communication, what we are having with them is completely new. But at the same time, any system integrator or any other different partner in the same region, they are having already years of communications and relationship. They build relationships are more important in terms of, getting business, right? And that's why now everyone is talking about founder-led GTM. I'm also doing that one. And it's about like what value as a founder you are driving it in terms of your content, in terms of your messaging or your LinkedIn promotions, posting everything. And especially when it comes to partners solves this problem because our target is just to sell the product, and it's not like okay, who they are and what are the market research we need to do, and what is their budget, what could be their budgeting. So sometimes we do analysis these things as well. What could be their budgeting and what was their previous works, because if we are new to a company, we will check okay, who was your previous vendor for this particular compliance and why they changed. So a lot of questions, but partners will take care of all these stuffs. And our work is very simple and it is reduced just to focus on our product, bring the value. That's it. And I believe for any first level startups, we are also a first generation startup and an entrepreneur. And of course, we do have a mentor from a second generation entrepreneur. He did and sold a company, and you know he became a co-founder and CSO of our company. The distribution plays a major role when you build a company. It's not your tech, it's not your fancy whatever it is. It's your distribution. So how strong you are in terms of distribution, then your revenue growth is like it will go multiple x based out of the distribution. Same thing what Y Combinator gives, right? So once you selected to a combinator, they are giving, they become, they are not just a VC, they are a market enabler. So they have their own ecosystem. So for example, if they have any security company or if they have any fintech startups, they are interlinked together. And that kind of market enablement you will get with the partnership only. It is possible to get without a partnership as well, but it will take some time. With your own founder led or with your own GTM, it will take some time to get those area. But these channel is very important when it comes to getting multi-regional clients into your portfolio. That's more important.
Great.
Yesterday also I had a call with some of our friends in US. They said they want to start a startup. Okay, everyone, that's everyone's dream, right? Everyone will be having, at the end, everyone don't want to work as an employee. So that's everyone's problem. So then I told him, guys, it's been 4 years and all my learning is this one. It's not about your technical stuff. It's about your go-to market. So if your go-to market sales, you no matter how many technical skills you have it, nobody knows. So another misconception or another myth is there, right? So if there is a good product will market itself. No, nothing like that. A product cannot market themselves, right? It's so you need to do the marketing and go to market is very important in terms of starting a startup. And there are people I met and they used to guide me, and they told me like uh, they sold a product without the product actually. So they solved the problem without the product. The product was cooked or cooked, it was in the preparation, but they went to the client and they closed. And meantime, like they completed and given. But what reaches there is their go to market, their messaging. It's not the product. So that's what people should understand, and people should focus more over there. I was like that. I was like everyone. I saw like, okay, technical product will solve the problem. Technical was everything. That's what my belief was. But these 4 years changed me. Even our security researcher was saying, he used to say, you used to speak a lot about security. Now you are completely, though I am speaking about security, but you are completely focusing on where the market is and who will be the user of this product and all. And they said, there are many people from the beginning. They are here in our company as a team members, and they are saying, okay, the idea was same to build a product, but the concept is different now, because previously we were creating a POCs, we were creating a products, we were creating multiple modules just to serve our knowledge. It's not to serve other customers. It's not to serve for our clients. So whenever there is a client, if they are facing even a small problem, we don't need to solve a rocket science. Even if it is a small problem, like what this type form has been solved, right? So similar one, it's a simple problem, and they are solving a particular problem means you will be successful. Otherwise, we will not successful. We can say we developed an R&D product, and we achieved so many technical aspects in terms of product, but nobody will use it. So that's the different ball game, complete different ball game actually.
Interesting. Given that you're dealing with startups, are you creating a free product? You mentioned something about building a free product that you're going to be shipping. Are you running a PLG strategy alongside your outbound and channel?
We do have currently a PLG strategy with our product actually, currently
Okay.
right now itself. So for example, what we are doing to our clients, like, okay, you can sign up with our platform. You can just integrate with your cloud or code repositories or whatever it is, and it will immediately give you the posture, security posture and compliance posture. And what we are developing, we are just changing this to AI, because we will be having a lot of data points when it comes to AI. And also, um, we believe that the product can be more simplified. At the same time, the response can be more faster. So that's the reason we are utilizing the AI to, become the SOC 2 readiness or ISO readiness within a faster time. So that's the main reason we are using the AI. We do have a PLG mode right now. We are utilizing that one. So for example, if someone is onboarding, you're not going to charge it. Okay, take a product for 30 days free trial and try it out in terms of where you are standing in terms of your compliance and security posture for one module. We are just providing it for one module. So if they are completely fine, then they can upgrade. So that's the PLG model we are having it right now.
Okay, great. Aadhil, you have been an absolute pleasure to speak to. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
That's it for this episode of Tech Startup Stories. Have a story you'd like us to share, or a topic you'd want to cover? reach out and we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care.